What's going on, Virgos? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the second half of September. We're going to be jumping into your energies, seeing what messages are coming from the cards, and see if we can bring you a little bit more clarity moving forward into October. It is still Virgo season, so happy birthday to all you Virgos out there who's been celebrating birthdays in the month of September. Hopefully you got some good karma, some karmic retribution, karmic rewards came through for you, some revelations, around this Pisces full moon. It was very intense and deep at the same time for everybody. So we're going to hop in and see what's going on with you. This is going to be your present energy right here and your main storyline like we always do it, and then we'll hop into your futuristic energy, your supporting details on the left side. At the end of the reading, we will have a fairy card for you like everybody is getting. All right, this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. That always helps. And if it does not resonate, you can always check out your rising or full moon, or, moon sign is what I meant to say, or one of the previous readings that I did for Virgo. Okay, if you guys don't follow me on IG, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony, 14 pounds. That'll be in the description of the video. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can email me about that. All those details will also be in the description of the video. Let's do this, Virgo. All right. So crowning your reading, we do have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Wands energy here. I'm definitely feeling that there is a certain pursuit that you're after, right? That you're wanting to build, that you're focused on with the Eight of Pentacles, and you are pretty passionate, fired up about it. But I do like that you're taking on the Queen of Wands energy, because this energy has been kind of with all of the signs for the last couple of months when it comes down to things we've been trying to pursue, the collective anyway. So the Queen of Wands takes on a different approach. She's very attractive and magnetic, so she pretty much works with manifestation. She likes things coming towards her instead of, having to go towards it so much. But she creates this kind of push and pull energy where she puts out her intentions, she puts out her good vibes. She has a great personality, great at networking. She's the social butterfly of the tarot, right? So whenever she wants things done, it's like she has this knack for just bringing it together magically. She's also very detail oriented, right? She is very deeply connected to the things of beauty, right? And she has like a concern for like the aesthetic is what I'm feeling anyway. So there's something about whatever you're working on where you're definitely tuned into the details of it. And I know for a Virgo that definitely connects, because you guys are very detail oriented is what I feel whenever I do your readings. You guys are the thinkers of the tarot, right? You analyze everything, you pick it apart, put it back together, so you catch all of the little details, the subtle things that happen, within your life. And so for this, whatever you're building, whether this is a project, whether this is a business, a job, a career, a relationship, it's like you're putting all of your skills into this, and you're also attracting success within it at the same time. You're using your Virgo characteristics to kind of blend all together to attract this goal that you're working on. Eight of Pentacles, you're very much focused, very much pouring your energy and your time into this thing that you're trying to build. And it is going to be successful, because we have the Eight of Pentacles, which quickly can turn into the Ten of Pentacles with a little bit of hard work, consistency, faith, and hope, right? And this is everything that the Queen of Wands possesses. She has a certain prowess to her, a certain power to her. And it's very magical, like I said before, because it's like magnetic. So you may also be collaborating with other people to pull off this project. You could be connecting, networking with people that hold certain positions that can make it easy for you. You create leverage with the Queen of Wands energy, as opposed to the King of Wands energy. He just goes like and just makes things happen with almost like brute force. Is like the masculine principle of this, but with the feminine principle of the Wands energy is more so of an attraction, right? Connecting, manifestation. It's like the magician energy almost, where you can pull off something very big, but you don't have to exert as much force and strength and pressure. It's more of a leverage that you create to bring your goal to you, right? Like if you could think of one of the tools that people use nowadays to create leverage, that maybe, let's say, before this tool was invented, it just took forever to do this by hand, or you couldn't be as productive as you are now before this tool was created. The Queen of Wands energy is the type of energy that creates a tool that makes leverage, that makes it easier to produce something so that less time and energy is spent. And this is something that I think you guys are running into in recent times. When it comes down to your finances, also, you could be looking into new ideas to create leverage, multiple streams of income, maybe ideas to make your money work for you. So where you're like, okay, if I change this, if I do this on the side, if I invest a little bit of money over here, or move, certain things around in my life, then I could come out on top. I could come out more productive. I can make my money work for me. So I like this energy. You guys are kind of, you're getting to that point where you're definitely wanting to work smarter and not harder. Not saying that you guys haven't already been there, but you're really applying certain principles in the second half of September going into October, that are helping you do this. So let's keep it moving. Now we have the Tower clarified by the Seven of Swords. It could have definitely been a Tower moment surrounding the Pisces full moon. This Tower card has been popping up for everyone because it was some definite deaths and rebirths around the Pisces full moon. It was transformation energy, right? It was a ending and new beginning of a cycle, because the Pisces is the last house, right? It's the last sign of the zodiac. It's the house where things die off and it's the end of something. So maybe for you, a certain chapter has closed, or you got a major epiphany or revelation about something that kind of created a new beginning, that transformed the way you were seeing something. Right? With the Seven of Swords, it could have been something that eluded your consciousness, something that maybe you were turning a blind eye to, or you just were not catching. Maybe your perception shifted around this Pisces full moon. So now something that, you didn't know was happening, maybe beneath the surface or behind the scenes, now you're privy to, and you understand it and you see it. Now, this could have been, concerning someone else, or it could have been just concerning something that has to do with your life in general, that has been maybe in operation for a while, but it wasn't conscious to you. This is what I'm feeling, more so than a person, right? I feel like there was just something that wasn't in your perception, in your field of perception, that maybe you could have been missing, maybe having to do with your work, your soul's mission, your calling, right, for life. Because a lot of the energy that has been coming through after this Pisces full moon has so much to do with our purpose, our calling, our soul's mission, and how it could be shifting, how our perception of it could be shifting, or how it could be evolving in a certain type of way. And maybe for you, this is like the evolution of your work that you do, your gifts that you provide to the world. And maybe there's some details there that you just didn't see because maybe it wasn't time to see. The Tower usually comes in divine timing. And this type of revelation and epiphany usually comes in, when it's supposed to at the right moment in time. Before that, we usually can't see it. Now, Saturn is also going direct, and that's today, September 18th, when I'm doing this reading. So there's definitely this energy of a brand new karmic cycle coming in. So whatever was left over from the older karmic cycle is completely wrapped up with this tower. If it didn't get wrapped up, it just came tumbling down for you, right? Like, it's the end. That's it. That's enough. This could have to do with illusions. This could have had to do with just certain limited beliefs that were kind of holding us back from being our true selves. For you with the tower moment, it could have been anything, right? But I do feel it was some type of details that were missing from your puzzle that could have been definitely revealed, or the cover could have been blown off of something that was kind of like behind the scenes and more secret. So definitely for you, it was a revelation. It was an epiphany. It was an aha moment that came in around the Pisces full moon, Virgo. But it's going to help you moving forward. All right. What is it doing? Is helping you expand in a certain type of way. 3 of Wands with the 2 of Wands, right? So you could definitely be choosing another direction or choosing another path with the 2 of Wands energy, making a decision to go in a certain direction, or maybe even shifting your trajectory a little bit because some information came into your consciousness, something was revealed to you intuitively, right? So in order to expand, you may have to change your direction in order to receive the ships that are coming in towards you, the blessings, the rewards of the universe. You may have to go about doing something a little bit differently, or going about doing something totally different, because 2 of Wands is like a change in direction, choosing a new path, ending a certain journey and beginning another one. With the 2 of Wands, entering into a newer portal, a newer type of energy. And so maybe your old path or something that you were focused on before, is the thing that could have definitely came tumbling down or came to an abrupt end in a certain type of way, right? And maybe for the longest time you could have been in the 7 of Swords energy, where you were kind of trying to escape that from happening. You were prolonging this tower moment. The tower usually comes in with something that we were already supposed to do, but the universe just has to come and gives us a little nudge, a little push to get us going in the right direction. So maybe you've been trying to escape a certain ending or a certain death to something, or even a certain transformation. But now it's definitely here for you, because we have the 3 of Wands. You are expanding, but it's going to be on a newer path, right? Inside of a newer journey in some type of way. But I feel that you've accepted this, whatever that tower moment was, whatever this revelation was. It could have been shocking a little bit. It could have been abrupt, because the tower is known to do that. But with the Queen of Wands energy, there's a certain acceptance and a certain passion moving forward on your life calling and life mission, even if it has transformed in a certain way. All right, so you're headed forward full speed ahead with the Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight, right? This is the knight that brings in information, that brings in communication, that is self-expressive, right? Brings in a different type of mentality and thinking. And it's coupled with the same Queen of Wands energy that you're in. So there's something definitely transforming about how you're moving forward, how you're communicating what it is that you do, how your thinking comes into play. And so I'm liking this energy. It's definitely some type of newer energy. after a chapter has ended and closed. And definitely because has been your new year, right? It's around your birthday. A lot of times that brings in a brand new chapter for us, and we get enlightened about moving forward and what we're changing about ourselves moving forward. So you have definitely transformed some aspects about yourself, your personality, right? How you're presenting yourself to the world. I feel some of you guys could definitely be making aesthetic changes, right? About like how you dress, maybe your hair, the way you're communicating, the way you socialize, who you're choosing to socialize with. I like this. It's like you're revamping your style in a certain type of way to match your path, this new path, this adjusted path. Almost like the adjustment bureau has come in and kind of changed your direction. Sorry about the noise too. If you guys hear any noise in the background, they're doing some construction upstairs, so that may come into the reading. Disclaimer. Now let's keep it moving. We have the King of Swords here, which to me could be someone else that's in your energy, an air sign possibly, somebody that is a thinker, kind of like you, but they're definitely detached emotionally in a certain type of way. But there is some love here with the Ace of Cups, some emotional fulfillment that could definitely be coming in with this person. This person is an observer, right? They're slow to act and quick to think about something or about love in general, right? You could definitely be attracted to this person's mind. You could have a mental connection with them where you guys are fascinated with the way that each other's minds work. This person seems to be a sapiosexual, right? And I feel most Virgos are too. So there is some type of bond that's here, that's either being renewed or it's growing in nature with the Ace of Cups. Or it could be a brand new energy coming in. Because it's a king, though, I feel like it could be somebody you already know. Maybe you're already in a relationship or you already have a certain connection and you're wanting to become closer and closer with this individual. As you continue on your path, maybe this person is here with you to support you, to help you in some type of way, or you guys are partnering up in some type of way because you have a similar path and purpose. So I like this Ace of Cups energy. Emotional fulfillment is here also, right? There's a soul connection. Maybe definitely a soul mate for you. And you guys definitely could be working on something together, possibly. Teaming up to create financial abundance. Teaming up to carry out your soul's mission or your soul's calling. All right, Virgo, let's get into your futuristic energy. We have the Two of Wands once again. We have the King of Pentacles, strong Virgo energy. We have the Eight of Cups, and then the Hangman, major arcana. All right, so Two of Wands energy, this is definitely what I was just feeling before with the other Two of Wands card. There's a new direction you're heading in. There's a shift in your direction. Wheel of Fortune is here. Your destiny has been shifted in a certain type of way. The stars that have been aligning are aligning differently. Or it's just time in your journey to go a different path, right? I feel like there are a lot of paths to get us to the same destination. And so this is about destiny, but it's about maybe taking a new path to get to your same destiny. And leaving one path behind, right? You see how he's turning his back on one of those wands and holding on to the other one. The other wand, though, is where the flourishing is going to happen, though. The one that he's holding on to, the flowers are below that, representing growth, right? Fertility, a freshness, a newness, where there's no more barrenness, right? The other wand has no flowers by it, right? It may be dried up. It may be desert with this thing that you're turning your back on, and you're coming to the realization because this time period is shifting your perception. It's also shifting. There's a lot of planetary shifts happening around this time. Like I said, with Saturn coming in and going direct, he usually comes back in and gives us new marching orders, gives us a new assignment, right? On this new cycle, he comes in and like, okay, did you have fun with your last karmic cycle that you've been in for the last 10 years, right? How much did you accomplish? How much did you learn? Okay, well, that's done. Now it's time to start this new journey. For some of you guys, it could be very similar to what you've already been doing, and maybe, you're just getting more details about it and making more bolder moves on it. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's a major shift happening. The tables are turning, right? You're stepping up to the plate in a certain type of way, and it could feel very brand new for you. But you're going out to the world in some type of way, Virgo, like you're presenting yourself to the world. In whatever way that could be for you. Oops. My card just fell. All right, so then we have the King of Pentacles with the Hierophant. So this is talking about a level of stability and abundance that is coming in, right? That has a lot to do with your path or what it is you're working on. The Hierophant does talk about a commitment also. So this could be this commitment that's coming in love, possibly. Maybe a future marriage partner or just a future life partner. But the King of Pentacles is very abundant, very frugal, very resourceful with finances. And he maintains the stability, and it continues to grow, and he enjoys the fruits of his labor. I always see the King of Pentacles as somebody who knows his worth, also knows their value. So this is also transforming with you guys, understanding what you're worth and where you're valued at, and not accepting anything that, undercuts that or is below your worth. So this may be something that's changing within your philosophy. The Hierophant here does talk about philosophy, belief systems, and maybe you're adopting a philosophy of more self-worth, more self-value. All of the development and lessons that you've been learning has been leading you to this point where you're valuing yourself more. And this is going to attract the most abundance for you. This is why maybe this shift is happening on your path, because you're understanding that you're worth more than maybe where you've been at for a while now. And Saturn is coming in and going to really push you to go after your value and your worth and to do the work for it, right? And to be disciplined and to go after, those bigger pinnacles like you want. All right, now because there is this new purpose, new path coming in, there is something that you're also walking away from, 8 of Cups, that you could have definitely been emotionally invested in, but there was no emotional fulfillment, or it stopped being emotionally fulfilling. Now, like I was saying before, this has been kind of prolonged. It's taking you a lot of time, 7 of Pentacles, to let go of this, whatever you were kind of investing deeply in. It's been a long cycle of you kind of toiling with it, trying to build it up, trying to make it work. This could be a relationship. It could be your work. It could be a job, whatever that is for you. But you are walking away from something to go towards something new. And it's been a long time coming, is what I keep feeling. 7 of Pentacles. But you were waiting and waiting for something to grow, right? Something to sprout from the seeds that you have planted, maybe a long time ago, but maybe there was never any growth here in this last thing you were investing your time in. And maybe this was the tower moment, right? I feel like you were just, turning a blind eye to something that maybe wasn't growing year after year or month after month. But the tower moment came in and just kind of like struck it or something, and it made you realize it. And it's kind of like now you're headed on this new journey. You have the Two of Wands twice in your reading. So there's new direction, there's change, there's an expansion with the Three of Wands. And whatever you were participating in, it's like the power is just not there anymore. The love for it is not there anymore. The energy you used to have for it, to invest so much into it, is just not there. Because there has been little growth with the Seven of Pentacles. Or it's taking too long and you just want to move beyond it. All right, so ending your reading, you do have the Hangman, Major Arcana, with the Devil, Major Arcana. So these are two kind of similar energies. They do kind of both talk about being kind of like paused or almost feeling stuck in a certain type of way. The Hangman talks about being, in limbo to kind of become more enlightened about something and to take on a newer perception, to see things from a different point of view. So it is like spiritual work that's being done with the Hangman. With the Devil energy, it does talk about almost being bound to something or feeling like you're bound to your dark side or your shadow self, or needing to do some shadow work. So maybe, there is a certain pause that you're taking before you make this shift on this new path. Or maybe this is where you've been at already, where you just feel like not a lot of things have been moving forward because you've been having to do a lot of shadow work and clearing a lot of negative karma and disconnecting yourself from maybe a lot of addictions that held you back in the past, or, ways of thinking or seeing the world or seeing yourself. So something definitely, had you bound, but you've been studying it and trying to get more of a deeper understanding of it and becoming enlightened about it. This also talks about integration of your shadow self with your light self, right? Your lower nature and higher nature integrating. And maybe this is why, things have paused for a moment, so you can kind of integrate your shadow and use it, moving forward. But I feel for a lot of you guys, this is happening before you start to head down your new path. You're going to need a little bit of time to review, to take on this new perception and to integrate and do some shadow work. Because I feel like there is going to be a little bit of a feeling of being stuck if you don't, deal with some of these shadow aspects of yourself. So there's a little bit of work here, but the good thing is that with Saturn going direct, you won't feel like it's like 100 pounds on your back. It's going to feel a little bit easier to do work and to take steps that we need to move forward on our path, or move forward on our path of development in a certain type of way. So yeah, let's wrap right there, Virgo. Your fairy card for the end of September is the Moon. And I think this makes sense. It says, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So this is what happened, I feel, with that tower moment. You got this strong epiphany, this strong revelation that came in, and it's making you revamp or change your course of direction for the better. All right, So once again, happy birthday, Virgo. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of September and going into October. I will be back in October with another reading for you guys. Like always, if it did resonate, like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later.